There's something you need to know if you want to grow on YouTube in 2025 and beyond. And this is coming from someone that's uploaded nearly 200 videos and spent hundreds of hours making content. And don't get me wrong, I've made a hell of a lot of mistakes along the way and I'm learning from them this year. But there was one fundamental mistake that I made last year that almost completely destroyed my channel, and it all come down to one video. So when I first started my channel, it was always meant to be a filmmaking, cameras, lenses, tech gear, home studio equipment, all of that sort of stuff on a channel, as well as a behind the scenes and a lifestyle type thing from me, sort of like a personal brand, all the things I'm passionate about in camera gear and technology, but also behind the scenes and sort of a day in my life type thing. That's what it was meant to be, a personal brand for me. And I made videos just purely around tech to begin with, and my first ever video got about 400 views and it done really well, and I really enjoyed making it, and it was great fun because all I was doing was talking about camera specs for some gear that I really enjoyed, so that was great. And then I carried on making videos about the same sort of content, and they just started getting progressively more and more views, and it was getting me more and more subscribers. And my best videos were about gaming monitors that got me about 20,000+ views, and at the time I had under 1,000 subscribers, so that was absolutely incredible. And I thought this is brilliant, I'm doing amazingly well. And I carried on making gear videos, tech gear videos, stuff that I really enjoyed making, and it carried on performing reasonably well. And then on my 100th YouTube video, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to upload a video that's a bit of behind the scenes, and we're going to see how it does. It's just behind the scenes. This is what I've learned after making 100 YouTube videos. These are the things I've done well, things I wish I could do better. And I made that video and uploaded it a couple of days before me and my wife went away for a couple of days on a holiday, vacation if you're in the US. And we went away and I didn't check my analytics at all. And I thought, do you know what? It's probably not going to do well because it's not aligned to my normal channel brand. And to my complete surprise, that video got about 8,500 views in the first 48 hours. And I didn't know this until I come back from vacation. And when I come back, I saw it and I was like, wow, that video is a 1 out of 10. It's absolutely doing incredible. It's grown so much. And then to this day, it's almost 30,000 views and it's carried on doing well. So at that point, I thought, well, I need to upload more lifestyle videos, more videos of behind the scenes, and more sort of YouTube growth stuff that I'm learning. And I pivoted myself away from tech and into this sort of YouTube growth space. And it wasn't from a person that's got 100,000 subscribers or 1 million views. It was from someone who's a dad with 2 kids, trying to grow on YouTube, trying to balance everything and just trying to document what I'm doing well and what mistakes I'm making, so that someone in my position 2 years ago when I first started, they could adopt that and they could hopefully learn from it. That was what I was trying to do. The problem with that is then every video I started to make completely and utterly tanked. Nothing was performing well and everything was doing terrible. And I was starting to get really disillusioned, thinking, why am I still bothering trying to make YouTube videos when I was doing so well, getting loads of views on my tech videos, and I had one that did well in this different sort of spin on it, and now I'm trying to replicate that and it's just not working. So my message to you is that if you're doing that and you make a video that just blows up and does well, the normal advice people would give you is to double down on that sort of content. And that's great if it's aligned to your niche. The problem is, and there's 2 things that's a big problem with this. Number one is, let's say my videos that went viral about gaming monitors. If I carried on doing that, I would get pigeonholed into I can only make content about monitors and be known as the monitor guy. And I don't want that. I want to be known for all tech gear and cameras, lenses, microphones, studio builds, that sort of thing. Just creative gear that I enjoy using. That is what I want to be making videos on. And I don't want to get pigeonholed into one type of content. So that's the first problem. The second problem is what happened to me, is where if you make one video that's outside of your normal niche and that does very well, then you try and double down on it and then it doesn't work. And then you're just forcing yourself to make these videos that you don't enjoy making because you're trying to get views from them. And then if they don't work, then you're just setting yourself up to fail because they are just going to fall off a cliff and collapse and not work, basically. So what I would say is, if you want to get successful in 2025, there are some things that you need to consider. Number one, you need to understand that YouTube is very hard work. It's not easy. Don't let all of the gurus tell you differently. It is very, very difficult. And that's just not from me. It is for most people. If you enjoy making videos about a topic you're passionate about, and you enjoy making that sort of content and talking about whatever it is you enjoy making videos on, then do that and work with that sort of, whatever sort of editing style works for you. That's the first thing you need to consider, that it is hard work, and if you're after some quick cash or some viral videos quickly, it's not going to work for most people. You need to put the work in and put the effort in and actually enjoy it and be passionate about it. Number two is that you need to be consistent. Now, this isn't the cookie cutter advice that you need to be consistent and upload every single week, 5 times a week. That's not what I mean. I mean, you need to be consistent with whatever schedule is right for you. If you upload 1 video a week and your audience is used to you uploading 1 video a week, then try to commit to that. Because then your audience will get used to the fact that your video is coming out more or less the same time every single week, or more or less the same day every week. If it's only 1 a month, then that's fine, but you need to be consistent with it. You need to make sure that your audience understands what it is you're trying to do. If you are doing 1 a month, then your audience will expect 1 a month. If you're doing 2 a week, they will expect 2 a week. Whatever you do, you just need to be consistent with your schedule so that you can build trust with your audience. Thirdly, you need to invest in some good video and audio gear, because no matter what anyone says, quality does matter. To a certain extent, you need to have a video that looks good and sounds good for people to want to watch it. You can't have a video that's filmed on a phone in the middle of the night with no microphone from an arm's length away in an echoey room, because the low light performance will be bad and the video will look grainy. The audio will be terrible from an arm's length away in an echoey room. You need to have a good setup, which is why I've built this setup. I've completely redesigned my YouTube studio for 2025. And this is phase 1, it's complete. If you want to watch the video on phase 1, I'll leave that at the end of this video. But phase 2 and 3 are still ongoing. So we're almost there with the studio build, but it's still being built. But you do need to invest in good audio and video gear. Otherwise, people won't resonate with it and it just won't watch it. And number 4, you need to engage with your audience. Now, I'm not talking about responding to every single comment. If you do get a video that goes viral, or whatever version of viral is for you, and you get, say, 1,000 comments, you're not going to sit there and respond to 1,000 comments, but at least try to respond to as many as you can within the first few hours. I try to do this. Don't get me wrong, it's very difficult with a wife and 2 kids and a very busy personal life, but you've got to try your best, because you're making that video for people to watch. So why then not respond to people, especially if you get a really nice comment and people giving you good feedback on it? Then try and respond to them, at least for the first couple of hours, and build that trust with your audience. And at number 5, you just need to try and get 1% better with each video. Try and improve something each time. Try and increase your streamlined of how your video is being made. I myself have moved my camera here and my microphone here and connected everything to OBS. What I was doing before was I was filming on the camera from different angles and then transferring it to the computer, which takes ages, and then that just creates a bottleneck and creates a time frame. You've now got to wait for that to be transferred, whereas on this I can hit record, the audio comes from the mic, the video comes from the camera straight into OBS, straight onto my computer, and then I can just edit it in my editing software. Now, don't get me wrong, if I'm moving around and I'm doing a vlog style thing and I'm out and about, then that's unavoidable. You have to be out and about. But for my talking head videos like this, I've got 2 shots. I've got this one that you see right here, or if I want to, I can just move the camera slightly to get another shot that shoots to the end of the studio, which is a bit of a building site at the moment, so I won't show you that. But you'll see that soon in another video. But essentially, it's easy for me to just move my camera between 1 and 2 different shots just by rotating the arm that it's on, and then I've got those 2 different angles. So just try and make things easier for yourself and try and get 1% better with each time. So this is just a very quick video I've recorded for you. I hope it does well, and I hope it serves you well, and I hope it helps you in some way. And I'm going to be making more raw and authentic videos like this. Most of my videos now are going to be aimed at filmmaking, tech reviews, camera gear, and my home studio renovation. So if you're looking for a good tiny home YouTube setup build, then make sure you subscribe to see that when it's finished, and I'll show you the video. But when I just get inspired to make videos like this, I'm just going to make them and just whack them out on YouTube for you to watch. So I hope it helps someone in some way. So if you did enjoy this video, hit that like button, because it lets me know that you enjoyed it and it pushes it out to the algorithm and everyone else. And if you do want to see more tech videos and home studio builds and film gear and all that sort of thing, then make sure you subscribe for more. But until then, I will see you in the next one.